Alright, I'm back. And we're back on more Mimo. So let's do this. Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flamming, okay? Didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the resin snap doesn't lick Harry. The resin. Ah. Snap, stop licking it. Oh, snap. The resin snap doesn't lick Harry. Now it's because he's Christian and vampire is Satanist. MCR. What is that? What is that ending? MCR rocks. Alright. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. He couldn't believe it either. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Out of all the trees in the Forbidden Forest, you had to pick the one you had sex on. Stains are still there. Then, all of a suddenly appeared. An horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying toward me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, you just said that. Basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black. It was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. Wait, what? So... it looked like Voldemort, except it was Voldemort. Okay. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell of his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist. So I stopped. What? Ebony, he yelled. I must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sex eyes, and his gothic black hair, and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. Joel Madden! I remember that Draco and said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him, and they broke up? Like what he told you? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprising way. Voldemort got a dude or so retarded look on his face. I get that look so much. I hath telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then you know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi. He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Get it? I don't know. Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Joel Madden! Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you were cheating on me. I expelled expelled it right at him. That's okay. He said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. That was chapter 9. Oh, God. Chapter 10. Stoop it, you gay fags. If you don't lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle after Al and she and Vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset went to rehearse with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. What? I am the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire Draco Ron, although he's called Diabolo now. He has black hair with blue streaks in it. And Hargrid. I can just see Hargrid in like a metal band with like students and whatnot. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh god. He so fits that description too. He's got the long beard, just no black. He's the only one that fits that description. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. Or a steak. Okay. They spelled steak as in the steak you eat. So, if you're ever in trouble where you need to fight off a vampire, start swinging a flaming yawn around. That'll save you. And Vampire was probably watching an oppressing movie like The Corpse Bride. That sounds cheery. The Corpse Bride. Sounds very cheery. Put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. Might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came, and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. Alright, to kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him, because he's really nice. Even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Oh yeah! Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted, how could you fucking poser mother bitch. See, is that out of character? I started to cry, Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran. I just have to read that one more time, because I don't think I was clear on that. See, he's dead out of character. Okay, I just had to read that again, because that was like the best line in this book right now. And then he ran. Actually, boy thingy was the best one, but that was the best closest one. That was the closest one to it. Then he ran, out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly, Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically net swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. You will see why. Alright. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Good for him. That's the end of chapter 10. Anything to get out of this book, I suppose. Alright. Whoa. New tab just opened up. Chapter 11. Author's note. Acid stop flamming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. Exclamation mark 1111. It deals with really serious issues. SPC for herself if it's stupid BR dubs. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. No, I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. Your friend just killed himself by slitting your wrist, and now you're slitting your wrist? Ah. Alright, let's see this. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. I grabbed a steak, as in an edible steak, and almost stuck it in my heart to commit suicide. Why isn't it working? I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress. Lace all over it. Sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed, "Snap!" Oh, Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. He was eating that steak. He's like, nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Gamma gamma gamma. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Ew, you fucking pervs. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or something? Or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. What? Marilyn Mason. Not Marilyn Manson, it's Marilyn Mason. Alright. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra. Hey, they spelled that right. He yelled at Snape, and Lupin pointed his Get him! I took his gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Everybody, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin. Then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk. What do you know, Hagrid?" "You're just a little Hogwarts student." "What?" "I may be a Hogwarts student," Hagrid paused angrily, "but I'm also a Satanist." A Satanist, alright. "This cannot be," Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. "There must be other factors." "You don't have any," I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there." I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. I wouldn't know that feeling. "Why are you doing this?" Lupin said. "Why are you doing this?" Lupin said angrily, while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. What? They're dirty from all that steak he's eaten. And then I heard the words. I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy, or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air, then swooped in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. What? I've got the magic stick! Okay. "Because you're gothic?" Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her! Alright. That was chapter 11.